What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Guys of Texas, brought to you by our sponsor, Last Stand Hats. Make sure you go to laststandhats.com. They've got Texas gear. These are the different varieties of hats of Texas gear that they offer. Also, my favorite, the Jack's hat. This is actually probably one of my favorite hats. Best thing about the website, any of the designs that you see on a hat, you can click on a hat, and they have different style hats for you. Find the design you want. Get on whatever hat you want. Use promo code The Guys for 20% off your purchase. Thank you to Last Stand Hats for being the sponsor of the show. What's up, boys? How we doing?
What's up? I didn't even realize that you were scrolling through there. That white hat that I've been wearing is a Last Stand hat.
Oh, well, let's see which one. Let's go back. Which hat? The white hat.
The white hat with the black logo.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was repping it.
Gee, see, look at you've been repping that for a little bit.
Let's go.
Look at that.
Also, if you're not a Longhorn fan, just so you know, they got UTSA, Texas State, Tarleton State. We probably got a couple of those followers here. TCU, the Tortilla Throwers, the Ponies, Sam Houston, SFA, Rice Owls. If you're a UTEP fan, you happen to be joining, you've got UTEP gear on laststandhats.com. We'll pull it up right now. They're gone.
Get game day ready.
They're gone. They do have polos on there also. So go to laststandhats.com. Use promo code The Guys for 20% off your purchase. Go there now. All right, boys. Holy smokes. It feels like it's been a long week.
Dude, it feels like it's been a
it
super long week. God dang.
Yeah. Work's been chaos. It's finally starting to slow down a little bit. But, yeah, we're finally almost to the weekend. One thing that I did want to talk about off the bat is we've given so much grief about this Texas One Fun box that actually came in. It actually came in. So I wanted to show, I think I got this like 3 weeks ago, and I wanted to show exactly what came in the product that I waited almost a year. I think it was 10 months that I waited for. So the first thing I pulled out, this was it's like roughly like 180 plus tax. Okay. So also waited like 6 months longer, 4 months longer than what it was supposed to be. But we've got the old Atwood autographed. I don't even see where the autograph is. Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's in gold. It's in gold up top.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh,
there it is. I honestly looked at this picture and I said, wait a minute. Is that from this year's national championship? But I'm pretty sure that's the 24 logo. So I was like, oh, so I had to wait for the girls to win a softball championship before we got an autograph box. But we did get Mr. A-Hill. This one's nice. They got the 0 on there too. Cool. A-Hill, childish signature. A-Hill, come on, man. look at that thing. I mean, and it's not just him. Like autographs in general have gone out the window with kids these days. Like there's no art form. I don't know how you can tell what's forged, what's not. So we got that.
I can't talk crap. My signature's terrible.
I mean, mine's awful, but it's at least a signature, and also TJ is like okay. Then we have this beautiful box here. It's called the Hardwood series. And inside you got Jordan Pope autographed piece of hardwood. Another number 0. I think they were like, all right, who's number 0 for everybody? And we'll try and get those. Jordan Pope, hardwood. And the last thing that we got was this. It'd be Mr. Wisner. Got a nice poster there. See, now that's a signature. Like that's
Right.
that's
Yeah,
a
it's
real
not bad.
signature. Yeah. But got this, and then of course they threw in a tumbler. Texas One Fund. United We Fan. Yikes.
How you feel about that box, man?
Brother, I'm going to tell you, for if this price point was sent at the time of March, okay, understood. Like, yeah, that's basically like the whole goal was NIL money, give some money to the NIL, get some in return. Understood. Then I started doing my research after they screwed me over and over and over again on the date and was like, oh, yeah, 2 weeks. And then August, I get it, middle of August.
It's crazy.
And I was like, they even said, we're going to throw in a free gift for you. This was the free gift. At least it's a national champion.
Yeah.
That's true.
At least it's a national champion. So, I would rate the box if I got it at the time that it was supposed to be delivered. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, but the delivery makes it a 4. Like, this is
for sure.
This is a company that does this, and when you go to the company's website, all they support is like North Carolina. So now the NIL rules have changed. So I think they may be doing that in some different form of fashion, but I'm not doing it again. I also got a scratch off where I could win like something else bigger. And I was like, oh, certainly they just like up the prizes in there. Yeah. Sorry, not a winner. Yeah. Thanks. Just like the lotto, just like the lotto. Like when I got it, I literally was like, okay, certainly I have griped enough and email everything. Certainly they put a ticket that's a winner in here. And no, that didn't happen. So you win some, you lose some. Gave some money for the kids.
As long as you keep the perspective of it was going to NIL, I guess it's all right.
That's right.
Like seeing that box, I'm just like, what are you supposed to be excited about in here?
Yeah,
you could have gone to any like the spring signing and gotten such a better lineup of autographs.
Yeah, but the waste, like, I mean, honestly, like I'd pay $180 to not waste my time in line. Like that was way easier to do that. So, but at the same time, it is what it is. It was a fun try. They have like QR codes on like all the packaging. You can scan it, and actually on the pictures too. So like if you scan this QR, it goes to like a video of Reese talking about national championship or whatever it may be. So it was fun. It was a fun experiment, I guess. Wouldn't do it again. No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it again. Unless they put like, hey, we guarantee season tickets are given away in this, then maybe I might do that. But yeah.
Speaking of Lotto, have you guys seen any updates on the UT Lotto winner? I haven't really seen much.
I heard that it was all fake, and that
really?
that his fraternity. I don't know if it's true. This is just what I heard. His fraternity leader or whatever told all the pledges or all the, I don't know how fraternities work, but all the people underneath them to buy lottery tickets. That was a part of it, and they had to give it to the head guy. And that was a part of it, and apparently they just hoaxed the whole thing and made this dude believe that he won the billions. And I've heard that it's fake and that he didn't. It wasn't an actual UT student. So that's just what I've been hearing on social media, which I would be like, dude, can you imagine? That dude probably charged up his credit cards.
Yeah.
His dad's credit card.
I'd be so pissed to have that hope and have it ripped away. That's
There are rumors that a student from the University of Texas may have won the Powerball, but these claims have not been confirmed. Blah, blah, blah. However, it has been reported that a fraternity prank involved altering tickets to appear as winners, so the actual winner remains unconfirmed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Dude.
Oh, boy.
At the same time, I kept thinking, I was like, dude, if you're giving a frat $1 billion, like, there's going to be some terrible things happening on campus.
Imagine that night. You know that this kid just thinks he won millions of dollars. So what does he do? Hey, boys, we're going to the bar. Everything is on me. And he spent everything his mom and dad had in their account and said, don't worry, I'll pay you back.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That could be, oh, dude. Oh, if he's a pledge, like, I did not hear that. That's pretty fun. I know a lot of A&M fans that would love to hear that. Like they would love to hear that. So,
Well, now that I know that, I need to call people I know in Fredericksburg and check in and see how they're doing.
yeah, right. Yeah. You're like, hey, haven't heard from you in a while. Where you been? Okay.
That's hilarious.
We're gonna go back to the screen here. Have you guys? I got dogs everywhere. Can y'all hear that? I mean, we got.
I mean, it's really, really light.
Barking Lounge is popping. Let me tell you, it is going strong. But we will shift over to the next one. This kid plays football for North Dakota State. This is a blog written by Gay Pat from Barstool. Basically, long. Yeah. What? Gay
I didn't
Pat?
realize who you were talking about.
Oh.
Throwing somebody under the bus. Okay.
No, he's openly gay.
Yeah, I got you.
But this guy, William Fratellone, I have no idea how to say that name. 20 years old. He is due in court because he stole a designer bag from a boat. No one knows how he got on the boat. They don't know if they know the people on the boat, whatever. Stole a designer bag with items more than $270,000 in the bag, including a $228,000 Rolex. Apparently, he skipped out, went to, I guess they caught him at a restaurant, the cops did, or somebody. He ended up bolting from there. Person from the boat calls him and says, hey, need that designer bag back full of stuff. There's a lot of money in that bag of items. And his response was, don't worry, whatever was in the bag, my parents will write you a check for it. A couple days later, guy gets a warrant. They come search his house, has the Rolex, has the designer bag with clothes in it. North Dakota State, the new Georgia, baby. You've heard it here first.
That's crazy.
Strutting around with a $230,000 Rolex in a purse. That's crazy.
Look at the.
Did this happen in North Dakota?
So Minnesota picked him up. I think it happened in Minnesota because Minnesota PD or the Minnesota Police Department, I guess the troopers picked him up.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's wild. So we have our lotto winner, and then we have our I'm gonna make my own lottery.
For real.
I will switch over. Go ahead. You got something, Seth?
I hadn't seen anything about that until you had it listed out on the sheet, and yeah, interesting. It seemed like it made much of the news cycle. Yeah,
well, nothing has made much of the news cycle in anybody's feed right now. I'm trying to search for Texas stuff, and it's nothing but what's been going on. So, but what is going on, and Seth's going to get bored with this, so just kind of tune out for a second. Rangers are back, baby. Oh, actually, I need to check that score. The Astros were losing 4-0 today. And if they lose today, the Rangers are they lost 6-0, baby. And the Mariners, they lose today, will be a half a game, or will be a game back from the Mariners, 2 games back from the Astros for the division, with the team that they are known now as the Little Rascals, because the Rangers stars got hurt, and all of a sudden they're calling all these guys up, and all of a sudden we're just winning every game, and it's absurd.
Dude, it seemed like they just cashed it in, right? They were just like, we're done, kind of started shutting people down, calling people up. Then all of a sudden, dude, they have the best win percentage over the last, I think, 25 games.
Yep.
Just ridiculous turn. Be crazy if they could sneak in.
You know, there is a team that back in the day, they did hit kind of the same
baseball
thing.
Season.
Well, it is. It is still baseball season. Yeah, it lasts from March to the end of March all the way to the end of September, sometimes October. So, yeah, we're still in it. And there was a team back in the day that had a little slump and then kicked it in gear. And then all of a sudden they won the World Series. Oh, that's the Texas Rangers in 2023. It feels the exact same way. I gave up on them, like, hey, we're done. All of a sudden I look up. It's like, oh, hey, we're in this thing. Sneak in with a wild card, go on a run, win a championship. I mean, boys, we're back. We're so back. The Cowboys are back.
Believe.
The Rangers are back. The Stars are going to win Stanley Cup. I may have 4 championships by the end of March next year, maybe. This
just living the dream.
This could be the best thing ever.
Can we get a Texas natty first out of all those orders.
I will allow it. That's fine. We're gonna have to talk to Arch on that one.
Yeah.
Gonna have to work on that. And speaking of, let's talk about the game real quick. First of all, if you are in the chat, welcome. I haven't even welcomed the people that are here. If you're on the chat, put your score predictions in there. Any topics you want to discuss. Make sure to subscribe, like, do all that. Twitch, you're about to be able to actually subscribe to Twitch here in a little bit. Got to put together what you get for subscribing. I know we're going to have emotes and stickers and everything in there for you guys. But I'm working on a little package deal that if you are the first like 25 subscribers to Twitch, we're going to do a little giveaway for you guys.
Nice.
It may include some of the stuff that you've seen. Not that one. Not that one. That one's for me, but I mean, little Anthony Hill stuff. Yeah. So we're probably going to do a giveaway first 25, entered into a drawing for some cool swag, maybe even tickets to a game. Who knows? So
guaranteed faster shipping than Texas.
I can't guarantee that. It's a busy football season. Okay. But the game coming up, Texas versus UT El Paso, or if you're an Aggie, I guess it's TUEP. I don't know how that works, but game's going to be a 3:15. Texas is favored 40.5. The over-under is 52.5. 96 degrees for a high. Gross. Last week was just, dude, last week was the best feeling. Like, I felt so good watching the game. I haven't been like in September, but like, oh yeah, I could go another game. You guys want to play again?
Yeah.
Saturday
and
was
Sunday nice.
Was phenomenal.
It's fantastic.
Didn't last long.
So one thing that was kind of brought up in the group and kind of want to discuss it here. What is now, we're 2 games in now. What's kind of the Texas-Florida ceiling now that we've seen a little bit from everybody? What are your guys' sets? What's your feeling on kind of the Texas-Florida ceiling of where we're going to go now?
I mean, I know last podcast I felt like we were all kind of in a slump, but like I've gotten out of that, and I'm looking more positively towards the season of we're building, knocking games out. We're going to keep improving. I would say I put the floor right now at 9 wins. Ceilings, I mean, the ceiling's still all the way up there. It's possible. Everybody got to start clicking in a different gear, but I would say the floor right now is 9-win season.
Jono?
I would say the bottom for us would be 8 wins. So if you look at it, I mean, you still got OU, you still got Georgia, you still got A&M, you got Florida on the road, which I get Florida is a disaster right now, but you never know, dude. They could just pull one out. But just looking at the schedule, but that being said, all of the rest of our games this year are winnable, in my opinion. And it's going to come down to the offense and if they can perform against good defenses. So I would say 8 and then going up to 11.
Okay, so the floor for me is 7. There's, we talk about Josh Pate's like, oh, what if Texas goes into the OU game with 2 losses? And do I think that's the case? No. But you've got Florida, which we talk about, like, Lagway is a good quarterback. Like, now whether or not he's going to play or not at that point, who knows? But Florida can pull it out at any point. Like, they can have those games for sure. Oklahoma, Mateer looks unstoppable. Now, obviously, there's kind of caveats to that. Michigan does not look very good right now.
Yeah.
And Texas defense, I think, is better than Michigan's. But you've got Florida, you got OU, you got Georgia, and you got A&M. That's 4 more possible losses. And that's not including Vandy, Pavia may just go off. Or Arkansas, who knows. But I think as far as the floor goes, it's got to be at 7 right now. There is a possible chance that Texas only gets 7 wins this year. Now, the ceiling is obviously going to be 11, but I don't think I think it's a 2-loss team before even championship games and playoffs start. I do think the ceiling's 2 wins or 2 losses rather. Like I think
Yeah.
OU is always been the throw up game. Like, okay, who knows? Like last year, OU was in shambles. They're not as bad this year for now.
Yeah.
So OU and then either Georgia or A&M. Like A&M's defense is terrible that we see. So I'm not as worried about A&M right now. But that's another game now that's like, hey, we want to come in and we want to beat Goliath, if you will. I saw a thing earlier today that was A&M has Texas as the toughest team that they're going to play this year. But I think 10-2 is a ceiling, and I think 7-5 or 7-5 is the bottom. Like it's going to be iffy.
The ceiling.
10-2 is the ceiling, in my opinion. I think there's going to be another loss coming. And you know me, I'm like a realistic, like non-realistic. I will throw mud at a wall and try and make it stick. I just, from what I've seen so far, I think Texas will be fine. But as we talked about, and actually we can transition to that real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh yeah, I got it right here. It's going to cover some people, but that'll be fine. Nash tweeted, if Texas wants to achieve their goals in national championship, they need to turn these categories around. There's 136 teams in the Division I FBS. Texas is 123rd in penalties per game, 128th in penalties yards per game, 121st third down conversion, 128th red zone conversion, and 93rd with offensive plays of 10 plus more yards. That's
self-inflicting wounds like crazy with those stats. Yeah, whenever I saw that stat, I was just like, dude, you got to be kidding me. Especially the penalty yards, man, and the penalties per game. That's just not excusable. Like, you got to be more disciplined than that.
That's crazy.
I don't know. We got to figure out how to get to a practice one time. Like, just let us in once. I want to see how Sark just put a boot up their ass this week, because he's sitting there in the press conference saying he's going to do that, and it's like, okay, like, you really going to do that to Arch, like, right now? Like, I feel like we're coddling him a little bit. And actually, I saw a thing that it's weird that John Mateer is younger than Arch, and Arch feels like he's getting coddled more than Mateer, which is a valid point. Sure. It's a valid point.
I mean, he's already had a full season of being a starter, so like you would expect. I mean, I do feel like Sark is coddling Manning. I don't know if it's like a protective nature because of his name and everything, and like coming in, he like just like kind of like covered him to protect him from all the attention or whatever. But it is kind of interesting dynamic that Mateer's younger, but Arch feels like the baby.
Speaking of protecting. What did you guys think about, Jono? What did you think about Sark's comments this week pertaining to Arch and the grimace?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a strange analogy, I would say. Right. I didn't quite connect what he was trying to get at there, but he's got to defend his quarterback, and he's not just going to sit out there and be like, yeah, he's got a tweaked shoulder. Yeah, he was grimacing on it, but man, he kind of dodged the question with a very outlandish comment, I feel like.
How much do you think you wanted that one back? It's like, dang it, I thought those dots were going to connect once it came out of my mouth.
Someone said it best. Who was it that said it was his other coach's moment? Someone said that. One of you two. This was Sark's moment, and it was the same as another coach that had a similar moment, maybe a 40-year-old man.
Oh, yeah. This was his Saban moment, so quit asking.
The quit asking, or the I'm a man, I'm 40. You can write that in the paper about me. Like, oh, okay, well, that's what I took it as, and it wasn't as egregious as that, but here's my problem with the whole thing. We know they hid Quinn and Bond the injuries from that. We know that now.
And Worthy.
My problem is, why not come out and say, instead of trying to make an analogy of all this stuff, be like, look, I understand what people see. That is not the case. Arch is just fine. And then I saw the analogy of why would he throw a 60-yard bomb right after that? Like, he's fine, which that is the one, that is what I heard that I went, okay, like Arch is fine. There's not an injury here. That's what brought me back to reality a little bit. Before I heard that, it was, what are we hiding? Like, why are we hiding all this stuff? Because we know it's happened before. Now, let's be clear here. We all are, we are a huge Sark fan. We know he's going to protect his players. We know there is, at some point, I guess, an advantage to not speaking about that, of certain injuries, and I get that. But with as polarizing as it actually is right now with Arch, it's crazy that people are zooming in on his face with throws and everything. Like he's already under microscope, and we're doing this 10 times more of trying to figure out why his mechanics. Like everyone wants to be a coach now from their TV screens, and it's like, I'm not doing that. I can promise you that. Like, I may have a weird conversation while we're watching the game, but I'm allowed to do that because no one cares. But going and sending videos, be like, why is Arch injured? Why is he playing like this? Like, that's absurd. And I watched on Texas, they were talking a lot of trash about the guy that actually released that video and was like, why is Arch playing? Like, it's the guy that does all the film room guy. I don't know if you guys have seen him. But they on Texas did not have good things to say about him. Look, on Texas, look, we like you guys. We'll let you guys do the X's and O's. We'll talk about all the BS outside of that. How about that? But yeah, that was my feelings on the Sark comments.
Yeah, I kind of just wish he would have went one way or another with it. I wish he would have went the Saban route, like, I'm not going to answer, so quit asking, type. Or he would have been like, no, he's not injured. It's just the way it is. I don't know what to tell you type route. But he kind of went a route where it kind of seemed like he dodged the question. And then people kind of laughed, and then it moved on from that. And I was like, kind of tiptoed around that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that little defensive thing that he gets. I mean, we've had some moments of Sark. I still am shocked that nobody has ever asked him about when he was like screaming at that dude coming out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a viral moment that everybody knows exists, but it's just never been acknowledged. I'm like, why hasn't like some jerk reporter like asked him about it before? I really would love to see his response on that too.
I want to
side topic. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I want to try something real quick. You want to do a social media experiment real quick? Maybe. Let's do this.
Let's hear it.
Hey, TikTok. We're live on YouTube. Come join the guys of Texas on YouTube. We'll see you here. Say hi in the chat. Let's see if that works. Let's see if TikTok actually like brings some people over. Why not?
Let's see.
TikTok.
Don't forget to put the link in there.
I don't know if I can put a link. Like, I can't put a link.
I don't know. I even use these cellular devices.
Look at. You guys were also the ones who were like, I don't know how to use TikTok, all right? The 40-year-old man figured it out, okay?
Good on you, TJ. Did y'all hear that Wisner is doubtful for the game?
I didn't. I was curious about what his situation. I still don't even what is his injury.
Yeah, it's kind of strange for sure, but they just said that it was a leg injury. And that apparently it's another one of those that I was reading. It said he could play if this was higher magnitude game, but they're deciding that they're thinking he's trending towards not playing. And they have him listed as doubtful right now, which is unfortunate because we're trying to find our identity offensively, and missing your starting running back now for these last two games when we could be finding some kind of stride is definitely unfortunate. So I was hoping Wisner would at least play a little bit, but it's not looking too promising right now.
Kind of off that point and off of the floor and ceiling thing, What do you think the likelihood of Sark continuing a streak of 1,000-yard back? The way we're playing right now.
I think it's there.
Yeah.
I do. I think Wisner, no, but Baxter, well.
You got Baxter at 104 yards right now after 2 games.
Okay.
You got Wisner at 80 yards after 1 game played.
After 1 game. Yeah, Wisner could get there, but if he misses this game, actually, I don't. But the problem is, I think last year was a little caveat. Didn't it win the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
So I think that's going to depend on how far we go.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. While we're on the
line's got to start doing better.
I think choice is the would be the reason for that if we don't do it. So.
Yeah. A couple other injuries. Did y'all see? They announced that DeAndre Moore had a concussion late in that game, and he's still under concussion protocol apparently, and they're saying that he's probably going to be doubtful for that game and unable to play. So they were already saying that McCutcheon and Niblett were receiving reps at practice in that position, which is a little interesting. Then also some worthy injury news is injuries is apparently going to be very limited from what I'm reading this Saturday against UTEP. I'm hearing that we're going to get a lot of other tight ends getting looks. But I guess we'll see how true that is.
I'm glad you're telling me that before I start placing bets.
When you put this in here, I had just seen like the updates or whatever. And I was like, these 3 all lined up, and I was like, what in the heck is going on? Like during the game, you don't realize that any of this happened, and all of a sudden they put out these reports of 3 starters are all having these issues. I was really shocked by it, especially like Alex January. What's going on there? Is Emmett Mosley still sidelined also as a receiver? Like, things are going wild. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, now's the time to get the injury bug figured out. I mean, we got a couple other guys that I would like to see at tight end get some looks, but I needed that anytime touchdown from injuries this Saturday.
Did you already set a lineup for it?
No, I was literally looking at it today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait for a little bit to see, because I feel like I bet on Wisner last week, and that one kind of screwed me, obviously, even though it was a reboot. But
I'm going to guarantee I'm going to guarantee one of the 3 of us will put together a winning parlay this week. I'm guaranteeing it. If we even 4-leg parlay, guaranteed to win. I'm doing a 6-leg more than likely. So
I like your confidence. I'm kind of shaken after not hitting a single leg last week.
Yeah, I got screwed for NFL. JJ did not get his passing yards, and Loveland did not get his reception yards, and that screwed me on my 6-game parlay. Fantastic. I thought, finally, okay, we're in the money here. What do I mean? It was like $20 for $900. No. All right, well, that's fine.
I somehow landed a decent amount of NFL bets this weekend. None of them were massive, but
yeah, you saw. I was like, "What is this?"
I'll take it. I hit 6 out of 8 between Sunday and Monday. It only equated out to a $250, but I'll take $250. That's game ticket and beer this weekend.
Yeah, 6 out of 8 tickets or 6 out of 8 picks.
6 out of 8 tickets.
That's
wow.
That sounds like money making, unless you went on the last one. Oh, hey, let's go all in, which is something I would do.
I kept it pretty tame. I think the highest odds that I did was times 5.
Oh, okay. Hey, look.
So I kept it pretty tame. I'm just seeing what I can do. Probably quit my job next week and do this full time now.
You sound like the frat boy. We got to figure out. I do want to announce. Well, there's a possibility. We were walking back from the game last night and noticed you can do whatever you want on the street outside the stadium, like after the game. Like there are people selling hot dogs, there are people begging for money, there are people basically going live on TikTok. And so there's a possibility you may see us going live after the game this weekend on TikTok. So make sure to go there and follow. Get fan reaction, kind of want to add a little bit to it. So, I thought it'd be a great idea. John was like, hey, we should just go live down here. I'm like, sounds like a great idea to me. So we're going to try it out, see what happens. But yeah.
Yeah.
So just so you know,
I was thinking about that. I've seen some other folks do that, like post game reactions in real time, just like walking away from the stadium. Seems like it wouldn't be a bad idea.
No matter what, like live TikTok after the game is going to be a regular thing. So make sure you follow us on TikTok because we will be going live there. It's not going to be a setup like this. It's going to be us holding a phone and just hoping for the best. So, yeah, going to try that out. I think it'll be fun.
Also, tune in 95 degrees.
Yeah.
After a handful of beers.
I'll just have
TJ on TikTok.
Swamp ass on TikTok, baby. Also, you want to follow Instagram, X, and TikTok because this week we will be doing a Beers on the Guys of Texas. We will be hiding money for 2 beers in the stadium, and we will post the video. First one to grab it grabs it. Good luck. Next week it could change. Like, hey, if you find us in the stadium and you give us this code word, probably going to be Last Stand hats. You give us this code word. Actually, you know what? Screw this. This is what we're going to do. Okay?
Audible.
For the first one, the first person that comes up to us with a Last Stand hat on and says, I watched the show. Where's my beer? We will buy you and up to 4 people beer. Of age, over 21, drink responsibly. that is the new promo right now.
Dude, it's a heck of a deal. Those beers are expensive at the
Let's
stadium.
not talk about that. Look, I said 4 beers and I went, oh. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We are going to be live downtown at MLK this weekend. And then we are also going to be hanging out at the Corona Tailgate on, San Jack and MLK. So we're going to go hang out there for a little bit. Possibly some great things coming, so stay tuned there. We do have a lot of sponsorship stuff in the works, so yeah, I'm excited about that. But yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. Hot as balls, but it's going to be a great weekend. So, all right. So as far as the game goes, talking about the game, what player are you looking forward to seeing on the field this week? Curveball. I'll go first if you want me to.
Yeah, go for
I'll
it.
go first, and I'll steal it. I don't care. It's going to be Christian Clark because I don't think Weiser's going to play. I really want to see what Christian Clark's got. We saw him a little bit last week, but yeah, I'd be interested to see how he takes that role. And Sark talked about like there's going to be a lot of young guys who are going to have opportunities this week, so I'm excited for that.
I can just see every time he wants to come out as Wisner. You're just fighting back the Wisner. Wisner. I'd say. I mean, I know I was dogging him and I was really frustrated with him last week, but I'm still just believing that Wingo can make something happen. So, I'm hopeful. That's who I'm most excited. Might be the wrong term, but that's who I'm gonna be focused on the most to see if he can finally make it happen.
Look,
I'll take the classic Arch. I need to see more from Arch. I'm excited to see how he comes out in this game against this defense. Just looking for that spark from him. I just feel like he's a little shell shocked these first couple games. So let's see it.
Look, here's the deal. We're going to do an award show at the end of the season, okay? And you don't want to be winning the most hungover Longhorn all season. So Wingo's going to have to step up.
Yeah.
Here's a sneaky one for you. Michael Taff. Like, I want to see kind of what he's got going. Like, I haven't really paid attention to. Here, number one, You got to get rid of the number 16. Like, I can't have 16s on both sides of the ball because you get towards the end of the game, you look up, you see 16. I'm like, oh, how do we get back on offense? Like, this has got to stop. But no, I want to pay attention more this weekend on Taft, kind of see how he's doing.
He's currently leading the team in tackles. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah,
May not be the best thing for your
yeah, exactly.
for your DB to be back there getting the most tackles. But that being said, he is leading the team in tackles.
I do remember, like, last game, he had a few good tackles during the game, but I really want to focus on that, kind of see where he's at. Like, also Khalil Lockett, it's going to be fun to watch this week. I'm sure we're going to get to see him a little bit more. Maybe Jamie French. Doesn't seem like it. I don't get it.
I'm a Lockett fan. I really hope we get to see a little bit out of him. Dude's got crazy catch radius. I haven't like dove into any information that got put out on injury reports besides like what Jono had shared with us. But did y'all see anything about Jalen Gilbo after I was telling y'all about him injured his hand last week?
I watched his post game conference and he looked just fine.
I haven't heard anything.
Huh?
Yeah,
it seemed pretty serious on the sideline. I was curious about it. So
yeah, you brought that up, and I went and started looking. I didn't see anything. I saw his post game conference, and I didn't see anything kind of out of the ordinary. I haven't seen anything as a report of any kind on that. So
yeah,
maybe it was a different number 3. Maybe he was on offense.
Nope.
Nope, not happening.
I stared at it for over 5 minutes trying to figure out what was happening with him. I'm positive it was Gilbo.
All right.
I guess we'll see.
So let's get to game picks of the week. We don't have to recap the standings. That's fine. Actually, John and Seth are both 3-3. Congratulations. All right. I'm 0-6. I said it.
He claimed the right to take any of our picks if he wants to, since he doesn't have any wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just get a layup this week, TJ. Come on.
All right, we're working on it. Seth, go ahead and give your picks out. Because 3-3, they're going to be losers anyways. So
I went all top 25 picks this week. Georgia -4.5 versus Tennessee. Tennessee's got, last I checked, Tennessee is going to be missing 2 starting DBs. So I think that might really play into the favor of Georgia there. USF is hot right now, and I think they're going to cover the -17.5 versus Miami. Wait, that's supposed to be +17.5. Sorry, I wrote that in there wrong. +17.5 against Miami. I think there's a possibility of an upset there. Like, Miami's looking good, but USF is just dominant right now, so I think it'll be a pretty close game. And then LSU -7.5 versus Florida. That's an easy win. LSU's at home, and they're on a roll right now.
So I've got to take some time real quick. I don't know if y'all heard a chime. I heard a chime. And I said, what was that? And that was our first ever official subscriber on Twitch. And of course, it's Mr. Marky Mark. Mark is the official first subscriber of the Guys of Texas. Thank you so much. Welcome to the club. We got to figure out a name for the club. We got to figure out giveaways. He's officially in the giveaway. First 25 people to subscribe. You have to be a paid subscriber, not a gift. First 25 people get entered into giveaway, and I can guarantee at least 5 prizes for the giveaway. How about that? You want a hat? I'll see what I can do to make that happen. It will not be a Red Raider hat. I can tell you that right now. So thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I didn't know that we were officially affiliated with Twitch, but now we officially are. I filled out the paperwork like 2 nights ago, and we're good now. Thank you, Mark.
Nice.
Jono, your picks.
Does Mark's loyalties lie with the Raiders?
His like family members are like Red Raiders.
I know he's from West Texas, but he's always cheered for the Longhorns when I've hung out with him.
I've persuaded him a little bit. Like, I'm pretty sure if it's Texas Tech, he's going to root for Red Raiders. Am I correct, Mark? I'm pretty sure that's going to be correct. So, he is moving along the line. He has worn Texas gear with me before. We went to a baseball game in the pool hall after the game. Like, he wears Longhorn stuff. So,
yeah, I've watched games with him.
Yeah,
Never
for sure.
knew I was
Yeah, did you get
hanging
him?
out with a Red Raider.
Did you get him hammered drunk and make him go to the hospital? He brings it up every time. I don't know.
That wasn't football related. That was just regular.
He is officially married, actually, now also. Congratulations, Mark. Got married
Officially.
this weekend.
Yeah,
And I don't know
congratulations.
why. I'm pretty sure he's on a cruise ship right this second. Actually, now that I think about it, he's either on a cruise ship now or is going tomorrow. So be sure to use the promo code The Guys
Congrats,
to save
Mark.
some money when you go visit Last Stand Hatch. Thank you, Mark. That's our admin
Great
of the
plug,
Twitch
dude.
channel, the official first follower. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
It might be kind of sus if he wins the giveaway. He seems pretty involved with what we're doing.
I can promise you. I can promise you right now. He wins anything, he's actually not going to get anything, so it's fine. Don't worry. You leave for Galveston tomorrow. All right. Well,
Congrats, bro.
see you in City tonight. All right, John. We can get to your picks. What do you
right.
got for picks?
I do like the South Florida fix up. I was surprised to see that plus 17 on that game with as hot as South Florida's been. But I'm going to go with South Carolina to cover their 3.5 over Vanderbilt. I think South Carolina's looked pretty good. I understand Vanderbilt has as well, but it's in South Carolina and it is a night game. I got Tulane to cover 1.5 over Duke. I'm going to ride the Tulane train since I picked them as my sleeper. And then my last one, I got Marky Mark's Red Raiders covering 23.5 at home against Oregon State.
Yeah, I looked at that. There's so many big spreads. I kept looking at them and like, man, that's just a lot of points to bet on. But that one was one I definitely looked at.
Okay, so I'm officially wrong. He said, for the record, UT fan first. Then, when my sister graduated, turned part-time Reckham. Don't ever say that
Fair.
again.
I knew I liked Mark.
I felt dirty coming out of my mouth when I said that. All right, so I am actually going to take Tennessee plus 4.5. I think everyone has seen the stats going around that Tennessee hasn't beat Georgia in quite a long time. And that's going to change this week. I am also going to take Ohio State minus 30.5 over Ohio. Let's just hope the mascots don't get into it this time. Did y'all see that video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that.
I saw that the other day. And then I am going to officially start it getting the cover hogs. Cover hogs plus 6.5 over Ole Miss. That one's a loser for sure right off the get. I don't know why I did that. You know what? We're going to change it right now. We're going Ole Miss minus 6.5. No more cover hogs.
I was really tempted by the Alabama-Wisconsin line too to go plus 21.5 for Wisconsin against Alabama.
I was looking at that too.
Really
I'm really curious also. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I think we're probably about to talk about the same thing.
I doubt it. I'm really curious about Oregon, or if they're world beaters. Like, I know they haven't played anybody, but like, dude, they are looking dominant right now.
Yeah.
And I was hoping Northwestern's no great team right now. I wouldn't expect, but like, I want to see who they're going to end up, like, who's going to actually like check them, if anybody's going to check them, because they look phenomenal right now.
Kind of like the Ravens look phenomenal for the first 3 quarters, and all of a sudden got beat. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think Oregon's really going to get a good gauge for them until they go to Happy Valley and get that night game. I think that'll be the true test for them.
Is that 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, I think that's in 2 weeks.
You know, that LSU game is actually interesting with Florida coming to LSU. Like, Nussmeier has not been he's been okay, but not been what everyone is saying he is so far. I mean, he was the projected high. I don't even know where the Heisman race is at right now. Like, I think it's kind of wide open. But Nussmeier was the front runner. I mean, he's doing okay, but he's got 469 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception in 2 games. So that's going to be an interesting one. And then also, I am interested to see this Notre Dame Texas A&M game. Notre Dame's favored by 6.5. Notre Dame is coming off their loss. They've only played one game. So
they've had a week just to sit on it.
yeah.
After that,
what a
Yeah.
sweet bye week. Yeah.
Week 2.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
So that'll be an interesting game. We'll see what their A&M's defense has for this game. So,
I mean, yeah, that should be a really good pressure test for both teams just to see like where we're standing right now. I'm happy that it's up in South Bend. It's gonna be really fun to watch as a night game.
yep, I agree. We actually may need to find a spot to go watch that, boys.
100%.
I got to tell the wife I won't be home early. I do have golf, but for the record, we'll be going. Well, we'll talk about when we're going live, but I got to be at the golf course. I got a tee time at 2:45 on Sunday, so let's just be clear on that. Going to need the podcast to be a little earlier. Okay. Same time is fine, but tee time's important. I haven't played golf in forever. Let's get to the picks for the game. Jono, what do you got for your score?
Since I was correct last week, just want to throw that out there
That's
one
correct.
more time
For the
before
first time ever. A lot of firsts.
I think the offense finds a groove in this one. I think we see a little bit more of what we're expecting. So I'll take Texas 48, and I'm going to take UTEP 10.
Okay. Seth?
Pretty close. I was worried he was going to take my pick. I'm at 42-13. I think it's going to be pretty similar to last week as far as Arch is going to play pretty well, and then they'll end up pulling him out in the fourth. 42-13.
Yeah, let's hope they pull him out in the fourth because don't need that man playing for too long at this point. Need him to rest up a little bit. But I have the same Texas score, 56, and I have 3 points for UTEP. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have nothing to go off of on that. Like, I know UTEP has, like, I think they lead in, like, they're like top tier in tackles. Tackles for loss, I think it is. Actually, I'm making that stat up now, too. I tried to find the tweet earlier, and it was CJ Vogel from On Texas. He tweeted it, and I was like, I got to find this. It has something to do with they lead tackles, but now I don't know what it is.
Interesting.
So I don't think they're going to tackle at all. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. I think that maybe we got a field goal. So, yeah, Texas 56, UTEP 3, or TU EP if you're an Aggie. So
It's going to be interesting going up against Malachi Nelson. Super highly recruited guy that just strange to see him bounce around, not really find a home, and then kind of settling in at UTEP. I mean, his numbers aren't horrible after 2 games. I mean, he's looked good, but that's going to be interesting. Obviously, a super talented guy, and it seems like their receiving core is, pretty decent, especially their top receiver, Odom, 220 yards in 2 games. He's pretty solid. So kind of interested to see how Nelson comes out against this defense, because I feel like this is kind of one of those games where he's going to have a big chip on his shoulder for sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
By the way, your UTEP stat is UTEP is the number 1 tackling team in the country per PFF through 2 weeks.
That's the one. Found it. Thank you. I'm over here trying to do like 10 different things. I'm like, oh. Yep, found it. Good. All right, you guys got anything else?
Nope.
Random
Excited for the
thought?
tailgate. We're gonna be live downtown. We don't have an early game. It'll be nice to be able to sleep in a little bit or catch a little bit of morning football. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, you guys don't have to be late
Agreed.
this time, so that'll be good.
Still
I'll
gonna
be
be
late. I was there on time. What are you talking about?
Y'all two rolled in together.
Yeah, we
yeah,
did
I
actually.
was there. You said between 8 and 8:15. I was there.
I
at
knew I should
8:15.
not have put 8:15. I thought it was just if you're on time, you're late. All right, well, now I know. So a couple different things. We are going to go live on Saturday. Make sure you're following on our social media platforms because we will post different giveaways throughout the season. So please go to Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube specifically. Go do that. Make sure you go to laststandhats.com. Use promo code The Guys for 20% off your purchase. And lastly, let's just beat UTEP severely.
Beat UTEP.
Let's do that. All right, boys. We'll see you guys Saturday. Until then, hook 'em horns.
Okay.
Hook 'em.